Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another video, another episode of The Making of a Millionaire. Today, I spent a good amount of time working on a final exam, past prior exam for Econ 5, my stats class, and it went pretty well, feeling pretty decent. I have a few more days to study. The test is on Saturday, so I'm feeling okay. I also feel okay with 10A. Don't say And I feel decent with where I'm at, but I still foresee pulling a few all-nighters before the exams to ensure that I have everything down and as much crammed into my brain as possible. Now, I also have a final presentation for entrepreneurship coming up pretty soon on Thursday. So that's Tuesday. Well, technically that's not 2 days away. That's 1 day away because it's already the next day. It's about 1 a.m. right now. So I am going to go over the pitch deck on camera because when I have the camera on, I feel like the pressure is on and I do a lot better when I know that y'all are watching. So even though there's probably not very many of you, but whatever. These videos are for me anyways. So I'm going to just pull up the slide deck and go off of it like this. And I would edit this part out, but guess what? We don't have equipment to do that right now, so y'all are just gonna have to bear with me. Okay. Can I do this so that I can see the camera as well? Yeah. Ooh. Alright, it's not gonna work. Okay. Welcome to RoboChef, the workspace meal solution. I'm Matthew Valencia, and this is my team that will take you through the RoboChef offer and pitch deck. So, starting with the agenda, I'm going to walk you guys through a few things that we are going to cover today. Starting with the problem and the issue that we solve. After we cover that, we're going to move on to how we solve the problem, how RoboChef works. We will then move to the financials and the business model. After that's done, we will tell you what we're seeking and what our ask is. And then we will leave some time to talk about our team and how we are best equipped to solve the issue. And hopefully there'll be some time for some questions and answers at the end of the presentation. So, moving on. The problem. What is up with office food? So we did some thorough research into what our potential customers are looking for, and essentially our biggest customer is going to be office workers. So we reached out to a few people and we got some core ideas that were repeated on and on again, and I have a few of them summarized on the left column. So Marco says that he is struggling with variance. He's struggling with having more options. He's tired of having pizza all the time. Collis struggles with efficiency. He says that if I were to have a good alternative, I would be able to work a lot better. And unfortunately, I just don't have that alternative, and being on an empty stomach caused me to work less efficiently. And then we have Jake, who struggles with budget. He does have some options, but they're all too pricey for him, and he wants a little bit more bang for his buck. And those were themes that we saw again and again that we wanted to highlight right here. So that's what employers said, and then also we have what businesses say. So we were also able to reach out to some representatives of firms who are recruiters or more have higher up levels who can speak for the entire firm, and these are a few things that they had to say. The first thing was that around 25% of employees purchased lunch from the vending machines in their Italy office. So this was a manager who had a recruiter from Italy who already has a similar solution to what we have. The difference is our solution is based in the United States. So we already see some success in other countries. Another one said that a minority of us were able that only a minority of us are able to prep fresh meals at home. It is very difficult when you have a full-time job to make time to make this food every single day, and most people are not able to do it. And RoboChef is going to come in and try and make that seamless entry and be the people who are preparing the meals for the workers that the workers cannot get themselves. Another thing is convenience. The last quote is talking about how important convenience is when planning offices, and our machines prioritize convenience as well as quality, and we fit in with what the quote is asking for. And while these are anecdotes, we also have some figures to support these anecdotes. So the first alarming figure is that 7 out of 10 workplaces do not have a cafeteria in them. And 5 out of 10 workers say that they get their food from fast food places, and 7 out of 10 workers say that a vast majority of the food that they eat in the workplace is unhealthy. And this should be alarming for everyone in this room, because likely we're all going to end up working in some form of a corporate job in an office, and it impacts all of us. And RoboChef is looking to make a more convenient option, a more affordable option, and a more healthy option. And I will pass it to my partner, who will go over the value proposition. So I'll go over that, and then opportunities. So the Robo Kitchen. We are going to staff our Robo Kitchen with experienced food and beverage chefs to prepare all of the meals daily. We are going to have a semi-complex menu, and we need people who know what they're doing, are competent, and are efficient to staff our Robo Kitchens. Now, there are not actually robots in the kitchen. It's just a play on the name of the company. Strategic locations. So we plan to have our kitchens outside of the cities that we serve, a little bit outside, where the real estate is cheaper, but where it's still convenient to deliver the meals to the restaurants every single day. So real estate in the city is expensive, and you can't really find industrial kitchens, so we'll go a little bit further out where it's cheaper, and then we will deliver from there. We also plan to have semi-large robo kitchens. We're going to be planning on making a lot of food, especially as we scale and get more vending machines out into office buildings. Also, we plan on equipping our robo kitchens with AI-assisted meal planning. So, what does this mean? When people buy food from vending machines, we're going to have the machines collect data on purchase habits, purchase trends, preferences, everything. And we will use that to determine what meals people like, what meals people don't like, if there are any improvements we can make to meals, if there are suggestions. All of that stuff will be tracked, and we will try our best to implement the changes and make different meals for different offices. We understand that people in New York might like the pizza different than the way people like it in LA. And using the data we collect from the machines, we'll be able to differentiate what those differences are and what people like the most. And we'll be able to best serve our customers through these analytics. Okay. Competition, comparisons. Onto our business model. So, first thing we're going to do is work with the best-in-class chefs that we can find to develop a very strong menu. We need a diverse menu so that people don't get tired of having the same thing over and over again. And we need a healthy menu as well as a menu that tastes good. After our menu is developed, we're going to rent out office spaces where we can begin to put our machines. We're going to rent out areas for the robo kitchens where we can begin to set up the kitchens. And then we are going to staff everything and start getting food delivered. The vending machines are essentially a form of advertising because once the food is in the machines, once the machines are in the offices, employees in the offices are going to be enticed to buy it. And that is when they will go to the machine, they will see that they need to buy RoboCoins to use the machine. They will buy the RoboCoins, buy their food with the RoboCoins, and once that starts happening, it just becomes a game of restocking the machines and maintaining the machines. And then, like I mentioned before, we will collect lots of data, analyze the data, and try and improve the menus constantly and keep things changing, keep things interesting so that we can keep people buying. And now Bernardo will handle the revenue model. And like I said before, I'm Matthew Valencia, econ and accounting major, working at PricewaterhouseCoopers. I'm also a former In-N-Out employer. A common theme amongst the entire team here is we all have experience in food and beverage. And because of this experience with food and beverage, because we have extensive experience being in offices, we know the pain points the most and we feel the most equipped to be able to tackle this issue. I thank you for your time. We hope you invest. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them now. Thank you.